With popular uprisings that have ousted two Arab leaders and shaken North Africa and the Middle East, the economies of the region have been rattled. But as VOA's Carolyn reports, growth in the region's oil sector is still expected in the short term.
At the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace in Washington, economists presented their regional economic outlook for North Africa and the Middle East. Marina Ottaway, an economist at Carnegie, says the region's political and economic problems are intertwined.
The labor unrest in the Arab world is a combination of economic grievances and political grievances. So in the sense that it takes place, yes, the salaries are very low in all the non-oil producing Arab countries, which are the countries most affected by the labor unrest. So there is definitely discontent, the typical kind of labor discontent that you have in those situations. I think it's made worse by the fact that this also comes in the in a repressive environment. That is where there is very little political participation. There is no way for citizens to have an impact on government policy.
Almost every economy in the region is projected to accelerate in 2011 and 12. However, the region is divided into oil exporters and oil importers. Crude oil production is projected to rise, and GDP is expected to grow between 3 to 4% for oil producers. But economic activity in the region's non-oil sectors will pick up only gradually at 1%. Economists say the concentration of unemployment among youth and the educated is at an alarming rate, over 20%. Jobs remain scarce in the Middle East and North Africa, and growth is simply not high enough to generate the kinds of jobs needed, according to Masoud Ahmed at the International Monetary Fund.
In the 6 countries of this region, the 6 big oil importers, we think they need about 18 million jobs over the next decade, simply to provide the new jobs that are needed by people coming into the labor force and to bring unemployment levels down.
Ahmed says the region must improve its competitiveness to grow and reorient its trade toward emerging markets.
The other thing that I would say about their growth rates is that do they trade with the right group of countries? This set of countries heavily dependent for trade on Europe. And trade with Europe has served them very well, but Europe is going to be growing at between 1% and 2% over the next 5 years. Emerging markets are going to be growing at 3 times that rate. Asia is going to be growing at 4 or 5 times that rate. So changing and diversifying their trading partners is part of the strategy that they also need to follow.
To meet the challenges to economic growth, the International Monetary Fund says the governments in North Africa and the Middle East should streamline cumbersome regulations, change traditional trading partners, and provide youth with job skills needed by industry. Carolyn Turner, VOA News.